Magic Penny. I love Magic Penny.
I love Magic Penny.
Hi, Mom. Magic Penny rocks! Hi, Mom. I can read.
I can read Bob's Bugs.
I can read Bug in the Bag.
Well, I think the Magic Penny program was a blessing for my son. He started off, and we were really worried about him in kindergarten because he even had a hard time with his ABCs, but he rapidly, learned his ABCs and learned how to read. And I can't say, it's a terrific program. That's all I have to say. I wish the school district would use the program. I think it'd be a tremendous help for everyone, whoever uses it in the future. It's just terrific.
We decided to have him do 2 years of pre-K, so he came in a year older. We didn't feel that he was ready for kindergarten. He was a young kindergartner. And he also, when he was in pre-K, he had a special ed itinerant teacher working with him. He had a SEAT teacher working with him. He was getting speech and language therapy twice a week at Geneseo. We were taking him down because he had aged out of services, and he came into kindergarten screening knowing 4 letters. And then we worked with him every day at home, and I worked with him every day last summer, and then Paul even bought a kit about how to teach your child to read at home, and we still hadn't had any success. And like I said, he came to screening knowing 4 letters, and then when they did the Magic Penny pre-test, he got a 13, and when he just took it again, he got a 97, and now he's on level with reading. And we just can't thank you enough. We just don't know. Just the fact that you came here and you just did this, between having Jackie for a teacher and having Sandy here helping. Everybody I know that I tell about Magic Penny, I just can't say enough. I just think it's a program that can catch so many people with the sounds. Carter doesn't even need to know sight words. He just knows what a word says. He'll write me notes. He writes Paul notes. It's just fantastic. We just can't say enough. I don't know where he would have been headed in his school career had it not been for this program. He came in a very discouraged, sad young man, and
Yeah, we're really thankful. We're really thankful that he had this opportunity, to go through the Magic Penny program. And again, thank you very much.
When they sent the paper home, kindergarten orientation, I was like, sure, let's sign him up for it. What's the worst that could happen? He'll hate it and we'll just drop out of it. But it was amazing. He took his first test when they sent it home, and he got like a really low score, but they said that, it wasn't that big of a deal. And then in that progress between that first examination that they gave him of it and then the next one, he had improved 140%. And he walked into kindergarten with no preschool, no reading skills, no writing skills, no anything. And the Magic Penny, it's just amazing. He's 6 years old and he's like reading. He was reading Harry Potter with me the other night. it's just amazing, to sit and like open a book in something that I'm interested in and that I like to do, and to have him sit there and read it right along with me. It's absolutely amazing. And his little brother is 2, and we started doing the Magic Penny stuff with him. And so now he's starting to like talk and speak in syllables and things like that. And it's just an amazing program, and I would recommend it to anybody that, it has any doubts. It's like, it is worth it. Even if it costs $1 million, I would pay it. It's like an awesome program. It really is.
My daughter started a Magic Penny program in her kindergarten class, and at the beginning of the year, I noticed that her pronunciation of the words was becoming more clear. Her vocabulary became very extended, and she showed a very strong interest in books, stronger than when I had used to read to her when she was a child. Throughout the program, she started to read more individually by herself. And now, at the end of the year, I've noticed she takes books and she just goes and sits in a corner and she reads. She doesn't hardly ask anyone to read to her. She reads aloud. She likes to read to other people. She pretends to read to the dog, actually. We can drive down the street and she'll look out the window and we make a game of she can read the signs of like shopping plazas. She'll tell me what different stores are in there. She likes to read the menus if we go to restaurants. The program has really helped her a lot, and I think it'll benefit any child who really joins the program.
It was fun at Magic Penny, but now it's really fun because I just love the fact that I have to read stuff.
Hi, I'm Aunt Carol, and this is
Evan.
He's my great nephew. I've been at Robert Morris School for over 30 years. Mrs. Swinarski was my kid's teacher and Evan's mom's teacher, and now she's Evan's teacher. And this penny reading program was wonderful this year. Evan picks up a book and he reads and he loves every minute of it, don't you, Evan? Tell him how you pick up the books and tell him what some of your favorite books were.
My favorite books is Star Wars and Elmo.
Oh, Elmo, yeah. And he sits and he reads with his mom every night and his dad in the morning, and his grandma loves going with grandma. He loves the reading program. And he actually can pick up the newspaper and read. Yeah, he can actually read the newspaper now, which is really exciting. Keeps up on world events and current events and what's going on. And he sounds out all his words, don't you? And he has a find and seek book that he loves.
Seek and find.
Seek and find. And he loves that because he's learned all his words from the penny program. We are really fortunate that we were the only school that did this. Mrs. Swinarski, I think, made a right choice, and their class was way above and beyond kindergarten. It's just amazing. What was your favorite part of the penny program?
Writing.
Oh, he loves to write. I think kids will really enjoy reading because that's what it's all about. If you can't read, you're not going too far. All your life you have to read, right? Even when we cook things, right? Yeah, we have to read the directions and we have to follow the signs when we drive a car, when we look for businesses. Everything is about reading.
Read to other people.
Yeah, read to other people. He loves to read to Uncle Joe. He's really good. Yeah. So we would like to thank the Penny Program for all of their work, hard work, right, Evan? Okay. Say good luck, Penny Program.
Good luck, Magic Penny.
The Magic Penny has helped my daughter increase her vocabulary, and she sounds out her words now, and she can write incredible stories, and in kindergarten she even wrote a book.
My name is Sarah Dowd. I've had 4 children in Mrs. Swinarski's class. 3 before Grace, which is my one in kindergarten now. And my oldest is a very, very smart girl, but the youngest, who's in Jackie's class now, is reading way beyond what Ava did at this age. Just the program has done such amazing things to help her learn the methods and the ways to do it. She's done amazing, and we're very impressed with how well Grace is reading at such a young age.
Hi, I'm Jackie Swinarski. I teach at Robert Morris School in Batavia, New York, and I've taught for the past 31 years. I'm a reading specialist. I'm an early childhood specialist. I'm a certified elementary, and I've taught first grade, kindergarten, reading, writing, math. I haven't seen any program like I have gotten the results with Magic Penny. This past year I went to a conference and I heard Sandy Schneider speak, and it really intrigued me. I had learned from many people, but I'd never learned the true sounds of all the letters. And when I started using those with the children, and I started using the program, I saw results. In the past, I used wonderful materials, and the children loved them, and they were pretty, and they were excited to read. But the children that weren't ready to read had nothing that they could do when they didn't have those specific memorized materials. When they had something new put in front of them, they had trouble. With Magic Penny, they know the sounds. And no matter what I give them or put in front of them, they're reading. And they're loving every minute of it. When people come in, when they go home, when other teachers come into the room, They'll sit down and they start sounding out words and they begin giving other children the words. We've just had wonderful results, and we've gotten them from all the children, not just the highest or the most motivated, from everybody. I hope you'll consider using the Magic Penny program and have the results that we do.
Hi, my name is Grace, and I'm going to read a book that I made in kindergarten. I made a castle by Grace Dowd. I made a castle by Grace Dowd. One day I went to the beach with my mom because it was my special day. I was playing in the sand because I wanted to make a castle. The waves came and washed away my castle. I felt sad and I cried and cried and cried. I just loved my castle. I made a castle.
I have 5 pennies. I love bubble gum. I see 1 black gum, 2 yellow gumballs, 3 blue gumballs, 4 green gumballs, and 5 red gumballs. I got a red gumball with my first penny. I got a green gumball with my second penny. I am Kylie and I am in kindergarten and I am going to be reading a story called I Wish I Had a Fish. I have a dish for a fish. I put sand in the fish dish. I put fresh water in the dish for the fish. I put a fish plant in the fish dish. I put 6 shells in the dish for the fish. I put a small ship in the fish dish.